Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, it's a chilly old day, so it's indoor work for today. Chris is going to work on getting the sinks installed, the bathroom and the kitchen sinks, now that the tiles are done. So he has actually started on that. But before we get started, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. Thanks so much for supporting us, and let's get started with the day. The tiles that we finished the grout on yesterday, I got them all buffed off really nicely. They're super shiny, which makes me really happy. Chris put the outlet covers back on, and he's measured up for the trim to go on the ends here, where we decided to put trim so that it's consistent throughout. And so he's going to cut those little pieces of trim too. But right now he's working on getting the plumbing glued into the base of or the bottom of the sink, the drain mechanism, and he's going to work on getting he's got the clear caulking, which will go around the perimeter of the sink before you squish it down. I really like this nice flat edge on this sink because it'll be nice and flat on the countertop. And then I think Bob might be getting Chris some white caulking in the city, or Chris will get it tomorrow to do along the countertop here. Some white to match the grout to do the whole edge of the countertop. So Chris is actually going to secure the faucet to the sink, but we're not going to secure the sink to the countertop yet, because he wants to put the caulking along there, be able to run a nice straight bead of caulking, and if the faucet's in, that'll be in the way. It makes it really difficult. So this way he can pop the sink back out, do the caulking, put it back in, and then we'll secure the sink. This little plastic tool came with the sink to tighten the nut on the bottom. He's got this attached underneath too. That's what that hole's for.
Spins freely. And then this goes in.
Do you have to take, oh, I was going to say, do you have to take that off?
Well, it's got a swivel on it, so it'll make it better.
Yeah. Well, then instead of snapping off, maybe that part will be replaceable. Who knows? Oops. And then there's a weight for this thing. Is that to mark where the weight's supposed to go? Oh, okay. Chris was struggling to get this in, but there was a little cap on here just for packing, so you push this in and then that goes in. And this piece of tape marks where the weight goes. In the past, I would have just taken that piece of tape off.
There.
Awesome.
Done.
Now you can drop it in.
Yeah.
Oh, the hose is caught on the back there. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? Yep, I'm glad I chose the black faucet. Goes with the black handles. I'm happy with that. Love this sink. It might look small in the videos, but it is a really big deep sink, and I haven't got anything that won't fit in this sink. I know some people like the big farmhouse sinks, but again, you need a huge amount of water to fill them too, which I don't like.
I found some white silicone for the backsplash here, so I'm slowly working my way along. Trying to pump it in as far as I can. Give a good base for the caulking. I find that the smaller tip the better, otherwise you put too much on and then you've got it spreading everywhere. So I just go along slow and pump it in. And there. Now, try to tool it with my finger lightly. There, done. And then the corner will have the true molding one up there, so that's done. So just go along again, pumping it underneath that tile, because remember we had a spacer under there, so I want to get it right back to the wall if I can. Just give it electric protection. I know some people put masking tape on there and then you end up having a little ridge when you take the masking tape off. So just go slow. Don't forget to release the pressure when you're caulking, otherwise you'll end up with it pumping out onto the, wasting it basically. I just do a bit at a time sometimes. If I feel too much in my finger, I'll go like that. Just wipe your finger off as you go. You can sort of feel the build up on your finger. And you can just go along if you get a little extreme. I know I've got a good seal there. It's basically it's underneath the tile all the way to the wall. See, if I had to put the sink in, I would have been working around the faucet, and I couldn't really get in there and get a proper seal. So I just got to do this a little bit, and it'll be done. Keep the designer happy. And once this sets, we can put the sink in.
So Chris has got the sink out. He's just going to put caulking along here. He's got the tape so that it doesn't squish all over the countertop. And then I think there are clamps to hold the sink down from underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Squish it down onto the
They're
silicone.
usually a struggle to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to crawl in there upside down.
No, I think you have to crawl in there upside down.
So get their sleeves in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to hold that side and I'll hold this side?
Just guide it right into the edge of the tape.
Didn't get too much on myself.
Must have bring that out.
Yeah. So Chris is just cleaning off the caulking that's squished out from underneath. Yeah, I guess that would have made quite a mess on the countertop. Another good use for painter's tape.
I have to do it again, but it's probably going to squish it a little bit too when I. Okay.
So those little nuts go in that track.
And then you turn these sideways.
Okay, to grab onto the countertop?
Yeah.
I see.
Then this is in the reverse thread, so you gotta.
They go counterclockwise?
Yeah. Clockwise. Well, I can't see.
Oh dear. There's little dented parts. Is that where they're supposed to go?
No, that's when you get them in. If you can't get them in the end.
Oh.
Oh, can't I get my hand in there? There, I won't touch it until I.
Yes. Of course, one piece of tape gets stuck in there, but we'll worry about that later. Get it out later. That looks pretty nice. So of course got these in place and a bunch more at the back, so it's held down really tight now. So he's got the door back on the cabinet, faucet in, looks awesome. Now tomorrow, if it's a nice day, we'll get the saw out and get these pieces of trim cut for there and there, this side, and then 2 for here, and that'll be this finished off. Looks really nice. And this looks really nice too. Like I said, I think this will be where my red mixer stays. I might put my pink one down there at that end. And we do have to get the spacers put in there still. But that's pretty much the kitchen done. Well, I think we're going to go back to working on the interior door for here. So now you can sort of see, except for the door, we are pretty close to done. Get the door in, then the trim around the door, and of course I'll paint it white, but I think I'm going to go with the gray on the door. And I think that's going to look really good. Well, that's another really good day. And it just gets it looking a little bit more finished. We need the interior doors, and there really isn't an awful lot left to get done in this kitchen. Like I said, it's not going to be long now before we have to start planting and getting the garden ready and ready for spring. Spring's not far away. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.